Sophie here. Thank you so much for joining us for today's short video presentation about online in Europe. To help me talk through this topic today, I'm joined by my colleague and online marketing manager, Alex Webb. Thanks for joining us, Alex.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So to start today, we thought it would be a good idea to give you all an idea as to the online environment in Europe in general first. And it's no secret that Europe is a highly connected and developed market with more cell phone connections than people. And with 84% of the population considered internet users, this is a great bit of news to exporters. If you're interested in exporting into Europe, you can be confident in thinking that the grand majority of the people your business plans on interacting with or trying to reach, so prospective partners, distributors, customers, are all online, and a ton of them are considered active social media users. Also, keep in mind that this is a snapshot taken of Europe back in January, so before COVID-19 happened, and the rise of connectivity from that as well. One thing about Europe that you cannot ignore is the prominence of e-commerce, with about 8 to 10 EU internet users searching online for goods and services. You need to have a really great local website to capture the audience and encourage the call to action. In terms of numbers, it's no surprise that the UK leads the way in e-commerce revenue, and the sheer number of online shoppers last year, with Italy, France and Spain trailing behind. But keep in mind that all of Western Europe contained 83% of Europe's online shoppers. The biggest growth, however, can be found in the eastern part of Europe. The e-commerce markets in Romania and Bulgaria both increased by 30% last year, which is the highest growth number in all of Europe. These are, however, also the two countries with the lowest share of online shoppers, respectively 31 and 29%. Spain also shows a nice market development with a 29% increase last year. The lowest growth can be found in Belgium, 7%, Ireland also 7%, and Austria at 4%. Keep in mind that online is for everyone, not just B2C companies. Sometimes hard to get reliable and consistent information on B2B sales, but the trend here is pretty clear. Online is growing sharply, and for the B2B sector, a growing number of European companies are now selling online. The types of online sales channels used by European manufacturers varies quite a bit. For example, 52% of manufacturers have an e-commerce site, but only 37% have a login portal, with only 25% selling on B2B marketplaces such as Amazon Business. It's not a webinar about Europe without at least mentioning the EU. No longer counting the UK, it's still a huge economy with 27 countries and over $15.6 trillion in combined GDP. Although smaller than the US economy, it does have a large internet space, with 86% of the population being online and 69% of them shopping regularly.
And that brings me to website localization. So all of this is what we take into consideration when localizing websites for the European market. So in order to reach, connect, and communicate with people in Europe, you need to localize your website. So we've been talking about website localization and social media, but for the sake of this specific video, your online presence absolutely has to be localized to do business really well in Europe. Between the language preferences, cultural differences, and regulatory compliance, you need to localize your website, especially because you need to help search engines find you. You need to make it as easy as possible for Google to recognize that your website is dedicated to that specific market. So if you're interested in having a localized website in Europe, if all of this seems a little bit overwhelming to do it yourself, we are happy to say that we have these really phenomenal online global programs for your top target markets, including all of Europe, but also countries in Asia, Africa, the US, you name it, we've done it. We're always here and we're happy to help. So please reach out, send an email, book a meeting. We're here and ready to help you go global and help you grow your export sales, brand, and business. So thank you so much for joining us today in this webinar, or this rather short video. And we're looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks, everyone. Bye.